Alright guys, it's a rainy Sunday and I'm bored, so let's cook some beef ribs. We're going to slap this rack on my MasterBuilt 560 that I'm running the LSS damper mod on, plus we're going to use the FireBoard 2 drive. These things are going to be delicious. That's just a simple rub that I've made using salt, black pepper, cayenne, onion powder, garlic powder, some paprika, and probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting about. But they are going to be delicious, guys. Let's get into this. Alright, so the barbecue's up to temp here. Same as before. We had an overshoot to about 270 degrees on the initial run up, and then it bounced back, leveled out, and it's doing just fine. So I did turn lid detection on this time, and I set it to 1 minute. I'm gonna see how that works, but in the meantime, let's put this bad ride on this barbecue. All right, set it and forget it. Alright, so as I said just a minute ago, I'm running lid detection at 1 minute this time, and I just ran inside to rinse my hand off and came back out. So this thing dropped down to about 200 and has gone back up to 205, and now it's starting to drop again. So hopefully here in a second this fan will kick back on, I do have it just set to 1 minute, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so it was about almost 2 minutes, but the fan has kicked back on. It dropped from 205 down to 203 before that happened, so not a significant drop, and I think it'll bounce right back to 225 or right there at. So I think with this LSS damper mod restricting the exhaust and the grill being able to maintain temperature longer because of the lack of venting, that this is going to work just fine with lid detection on. So I'm going to leave it on for the rest of this cook and just see how this goes. Alright, so we're about an hour and a half in, and I normally wouldn't do this, but for the sake of making a video, we're going to take a look. Oh yeah, they are looking yummy. I think we're going to spritz them here in a second. Sorry about the road noise. So I lied. I did have the lid detection set to 1 or 2 minutes, not 1 minute. So it did recover perfectly. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. As you can see, the lid detection worked perfectly. It dropped down to about 200, and 1 minute later it came back on and brought it right back up to temperature. Worked perfectly. Well, now we're going to do it again. So we're going to give this thing a spritz, so we don't want them to get dry. This is just a little apple cider vinegar. With water. So here's something cool that I found out about last week sometime. FireBoard actually developed a skill for Amazon products that have the you-know-who, the name we will not say yet, enabled. And you can actually adjust the temperature, ask what the temperature is, and set alarms once you enable that skill. And all you have to do is simply this. Alexa, what's the temperature on the barbecue?
Okay, here's FireBoard, cloud-connected smart thermometer. Current temperature is channel 1, 224.8 degrees. Channel 2, 79.3 degrees.
And it's that simple. It makes my lazy barbecue even lazier. Alright, so we're right at 4 hours, give or take a little bit. Give these guys a spritz. They are looking pretty damn yummy. Oh yeah, that's nice. Feeling good. Alright. It's been about 5 hours. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Starting to get nice and tender. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this and put some or wrap it, excuse me. So I've gone ahead and pulled it. It's got a nice bark on it now. Everything's looking good. It's starting to pull back from the bone. I'm gonna spritz it. Adding a little bit extra here because I wanted to steam up inside there and get this extra tender. So I'm going to wrap it up and put it back on. Alright, let's put it back on the grill. Oh yeah, it's going to be nice. Alright, give it about another hour or so and she'll be done. Alright, so it's been right at about 6 hours, and we're going to go ahead and pull these ribs and let them rest. So let's see what they look like here in just a little while. Alright, so before we wrap things up and get to the final product, I just wanted to share with you guys really quickly the FireBoard graph for this cook. As you can see, the FireBoard did a great job of maintaining temperatures. The set temperature was 225. You can see that it maintained that temperature all but 2 times. The first time was a little bit of an overshoot when I first brought it up to temp, and then there was one towards the end that every once in a while just so happens, but you can also see that it fell back in line really quickly. And then the other areas that you notice the big change is when I open the lid, and that's also represented in green by the fan speed. And so if you look at the green part of the graph, you'll see that that fan was running quite constantly but at a very low RPM, and that coincides, the big spikes coincide with either the lid being opened and the temperature dropping, or those two overshoots that came back down pretty quickly. So once again, the FireBoard did a great job of controlling the 560 along with the LSS damper, which makes a huge difference. And I would never run a 560 without that LSS damper. That thing just makes the cook easier, more efficient, and can't say enough about it. So head over to LSS Mods and get your own. You will not be disappointed. Alright, the moment of truth. Let's unwrap these ribs and see what we got. Oh, yes. We have some beautiful, beautiful ribs. They are, oh, they are about to fall apart. Man. Look at that. Those look delicious. Let's see what we got here. Oh yes. Folks, smell-o-vision should be a thing, because these look and smell amazing. I cannot tell you how I am looking forward to destroying these beef ribs. They are perfect. So there you have it. A 560 with an LSS mod running the FireBoard 2 drive can make some amazing ribs. And I wish you guys were here to try these yourselves. But unfortunately you're not, so I'll do it for you. Please like and subscribe this channel and hit that notification bell. I need your help to build this channel into something better than it is now. Thank you so much and have a great day.